Hi, I'm Gary Reamer. I'm a shareholder with the law firm Maddin, and this is the evolution of the franchise. In our last video, we talked about the franchise disclosure document and the franchise agreement. But we didn't talk much about the content of those items. The Federal Trade Commission does mandate certain things that must be included, but there's also a level of flexibility as to what the franchisor wants to charge. For example, there's typically a franchise fee, a one-time fee to buy into the system. The other fee is how is the franchisor paid on a regular basis. There could be a fixed royalty or a royalty that's a percentage of sales. Fixed royalty would simply be that there's $500 a month paid to the franchisor regardless of the level of sales. A percentage of sales royalty would typically be a percentage such as 6 or 7%. In some cases, a franchisor does mandate a minimum monthly royalty. For example, in case sales drop too low, the franchisee may still have to pay a $200 a month royalty. Other things that they need to talk about is what's called an advertising fund. Quite often a franchisor system has the franchisees pay in anywhere from 1 to 3% to a franchise fund to help build up notoriety of the brand. Other concerns that might be addressed in the franchise agreement would be such things as the type of equipment that the franchisee may need to use. And I say that because my client asked me an interesting question. He starts off by saying, is this question covered by attorney-client privilege? And since we're only dealing with a pretend client here, the answer is yes. And he asks, sometimes I want to do something and I want to grab some walking around money from the register because right now I currently have mainly a cash business. And I said, well, that's always a big concern with franchisors and franchisees. Is the franchisor doing what's called backdoor sales? And what that means is that they're underreporting either their sales of a product or a service. So, certain things can be done. Having a point of sale system or cash register that does track the sales, monitoring their purchases, and you might have an idea in pies. If you're buying this much flour for the making of pies, you should have a general idea of what the annual sales could be or the monthly sales could be. So there's a lot of issues that go into the details of the franchise disclosure document and the franchise agreement to address many different issues. So this is just the beginning of our discussion. I'm Gary Reamer with the evolution of the franchise. And if you need any additional information, please see my contact information at the end of this video. Thank you.